Hi, I'm Steve Grizzetti, co-founder of MoviePix.com and author of the MoviePix.com Guides to Adobe Premiere Elements and Adobe Photoshop Elements and Premiere Elements together. And here we are in Adobe Premiere Elements 14 looking at some of the new features. One of the most exciting new features is its library of motion titles. And if you go under Titles and Text in version 14, you have the classic titles. These are your standard still titles or rolling titles that we've used since the very beginning here in Premiere Elements, but the new motion title library, and you can see I've only got a couple of categories here. Adobe has promised to build these out. We can select a category, say contemporary. For instance, there are always a couple of titles under each category, and we'll select it and just drag that general contemporary title here to my timeline. When we've done that, the title opens up in the title adjustments area. And you may notice that the title adjustments for motion titles a little bit different than the standard title adjustments area. A couple of things going on. One is to note that this is an animated title. And in fact, I'm going to scrub through it. I'm going to just drag the playhead through here so you can see what happens. We'll get back into title adjustments in a moment. See how the title kind of rolls in there? It kind of folds in. There are also some animated elements. You notice those little lines on the left and right of date stretch out. So things are animated in there. Let's go ahead and select that title. We'll go back into the adjustments panel, and now we can customize it. Naturally, you can name the title or give the title whatever name you want. I'm going to call this Paddleboarding. I can change, of course, the font, the color of the font, just as I could with any other title. Let's leave it white for now. You know what? Let's not. Let's make it yellow. Just by using our color picker here. That's good. A nice golden color for it. We also have another set of text here that we can select and customize. Subtext, we'll call it Florida. Then we'll select date and we'll call it June 2015. Now, the text is not the only element that you can customize. You can also customize these individual animated elements. So we've got this banner that kind of folds in, if you remember through the animation. I can select that banner and you see that what happens is I open up to a library of alternate banners here. So if I don't like this particular banner, I can select the Cut Ribbon Blue banner just by selecting it and double clicking. There you go. It can replace it. I could also have selected and gone down to apply. Now we have a different sort of banner. I'm actually going to select the ribbon version here. I kind of like it. So I'll select it. Click apply and it will replace it. We have one more element, which as you can see, there is a background here. These kids walking up the stairs. That is a standard background. And I clicked to select it. And now I can make some adjustments here to that background image. I can increase or decrease the opacity. Right now it's 100% opacity. I can bring that down if I'd like, make it semi-transparent, or make it disappear completely so I can have the original background of my video. I'm going to leave that at 100% because if I just want to get rid of that background image that comes with the title, I can select transparent, and now I'll have my video as the background. But you also have the option of selecting a color matte, which is, as you might guess, just any color you want. Here, we'll select from the color picker, say this sort of medium blue. And that becomes my background, which I can also make semi-opaque if I'd like, just by adjusting the slider here. And then finally, I have the option, I'm going to set this opacity all the way up. I have the option of selecting a freeze frame. Now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to select transparent. And I want to use a freeze frame from this movie. So let me position the slider to right here. That's a nice freeze frame. And set this to freeze frame. And now the program has taken a picture of that. That is going to be the freeze frame that is used in my title. And again, I can make that semi-opaque if I'd like. I don't know why I'd like to do that. But now I'm going to render. Let's go ahead and go back into the timeline. We'll close our adjustments panel. We'll go back to our timeline. We'll reset the playhead. I'm going to render my timeline here quickly so we get rid of this little orange line above the title. We'll see more smoothly how the title plays. Now, I'm just not sure how well you're going to be able to see it in this screen capture, but it should look pretty cool. Let's see. We're going to have two animations going on at the same time. Let's see what it looks like. There we go. That was pretty cool. So we see, I'm going to just shut off the audio so you don't have to hear that. We have our title fold in at the same time as we've got a text animation sort of stretching in our text. So we've customized this title. If I like this title, by the way, I can select here. I can go over again to my adjustments panel. And I have the option to save it as a new title. Let's call this one Florida. Click OK. And now when I'm placing titles in my movie, I can go down here to titles and text. I can go to the motion titles subcategory. And in the custom area, there is the Florida title we just created. So you can customize your titles and you can save them as permanent templates. So a lot of great things in this program. We have lots of wonderful tips and tutorials about Premiere Elements on our website here. And of course, if you want to know everything about this program, including some of these great new tools and how to use them step by step, be sure to check out our books, the MoviePix.com Guides to Adobe Premiere Elements and Adobe Photoshop Elements and Premiere Elements together. They are available at Amazon.com and, of course, right here at the MoviePix store. I'm Steve Rossetti. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again real soon.